So a lot of people think that the legend Michael Jackson changed his skin color, but it's also a known fact that he had vitiligo. That's what many reports say. So is it true that he actually had vitiligo?
Yeah, he actually had vitiligo. A lot of people are under misconception that he changed his skin color.
You have seen Madhurima undergo her personal journey with vitiligo on my YouTube channel Mr. C in the short film Support Vitiligo in the Smoothie Saturday segment. Today, let's interview her and find out some interesting facts about vitiligo and also Michael Jackson. So Madhu, I have known you all these years as a friend and I've recently seen you voicing your opinion about vitiligo. I'm very proud of you for doing that. So can you enlighten our viewers a bit about what vitiligo is?
Sure, Sam. Vitiligo, which is also known as ligoderma, basically a skin condition where the skin cells, which give us skin pigmentation called melanin, they lose their functioning capabilities. And when that happens, basically you have these white patches on various parts of your body, which is known as vitiligo.
So what age does vitiligo start at?
Vitiligo, generally you can see the first patches of it occurring sometimes between 10 to 14. So for me, vitiligo I had when I was age 10. It appeared first as a tiny speck on my knee and later it spread. So a lot of people have this condition in their later life also. So there's no particular year at which it happens.
Okay. And is there any particular reason that it occurs?
For this, there are a few reasons why it occurs to people. For some, it's hereditary. For some, it happens when you are undergo excessive emotional stress, and sometimes it can also happen due to excessive sun exposure or stuff like that. For me, it happened as a result of combination of all these reasons. My maternal grandmother had vitiligo during her later years, so that was one reason. And another reason that triggered this condition was I am still an asthma patient, so I used to be under a lot of steroid medications, so that kind of triggered the condition when I was 10 years old.
So how does vitiligo affect the mental and physical health of somebody?
Vitiligo, in a sense, is not a very harmless condition. It's not life-threatening, contagious. But surrounding it, a lot of people face certain mental health issues. A lot of people suffer from mental disorders such as depression, anxiety, low self-esteem, low self-confidence, which are anyway pretty common these days for a lot of people. But then it depends on the environment also. Like the kind of associations you have in terms of family members and friends.
Of course.
So yeah, for me it wasn't a problem because my family members and my friends have been very normal with this condition that I have, and they're pretty liberal. It didn't make me feel that this is something that will hinder my life choices or my capabilities. Did not face any kind of such issues. So that helped a lot in my normal well-being, physical,
Wonderful.
mental well-being as well.
So what can be the future implications for vitiligo?
There is no proper cure for vitiligo. Like you can have medications and you won't be cured of it. If it won't happen again, it's not like that. So there's a lot of treatment options for vitiligo, but there's no cure for vitiligo. It's a lifelike condition. So once you have it, you will have it for the rest of your life. So you have to take medications. You have to maintain dietary restrictions that you keep it under control.
So a lot of people think that the legend Michael Jackson changed his skin color, but it's also a known fact that he had vitiligo. That's what many reports say. So is it true that he actually had vitiligo?
Yeah, he actually had vitiligo. A lot of people are under misconception that he changed his skin color because he was black, but he had this show accident sometime, and he got 80% burnt from fire. So that kind of was the reason for him to start having this condition first. Later, probably he spread it to the entirety of his body, because a lot of doctors give you that option. A lot of people do take it. I was also given that option when I was young. So probably he did that, and he actually had vitiligo. That's why he used to carry an umbrella. He used to go out on the streets and everything.
And finally, Madhu, I want to know what are the worldwide statistics for vitiligo?
I think it's around 95 million. And I have noticed when I had vitiligo in 2002, first when I had it, so I didn't see that many people having this condition on the streets or anywhere. Now there are a lot of people, someone having vitiligo when I'm on the street, more and prominent now. It's a very normal, harmless condition. So
Okay.
we have to change people's thought process, that's all.
And I think everybody has their own struggle, be it somebody could be fat shamed, somebody could have vitiligo, and these are perfectly normal things.
The things are normal.
And it's great that you were being progressive and normal about it. And that's exactly how it should be. So I think we all need empathy. Sympathy is not going to help in the long run. Nobody likes sympathy. We all want empathy and people to understand. So I think that's pretty much the need of the hour for all of us. Like, I've been bullied for being a fat kid in school. Of course, now I'm not fat, but I think we all want you to empathize and not sympathize about it.
Of course.
So, yeah. Thank you so much, Madhu, for joining me. Let me do a formal handshake with you.
Of course.